A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this collective reading. So let's find out what is the message that Source wants all of us to know, because sometimes we need mediums to share with us whatever it is that we are vibrating on. The feelings are also our portals, the emotions are also our portals that can help us to quantum leap and take us into a better place, into a higher place. Just the way when we don't know how to use these portals, we use pain, sadness, grief too much in a wrong way, and then we create the distorted versions of it. And then just the way in the past, a lot of the people who are present here, who are doing inner work, may have gone into the distorted realms or the distorted feelings because they were too stuck or they were too attached to some negative emotions. Now, in today's channeling session, there were certain words that were popping out very strongly. So I'm gonna straight away get into it with the help of my tarot cards and with the help of my auto writing cards. So I'm been given a person whose energy is telling me that they are worried about being in no contact with someone. I'm not going to specify who is this someone, but I definitely sense a feeling of pain over here. Confusion is also there. Now, this particular channeling, it is a timeless channeling, but at the same time, this channeling in times to come will have multiple meanings, because those people who are doing inner work, they also go through this when they feel that they are not in touch with their higher master, with their gurus, with source, and they feel kind of very troubled because of that on some occasions. They feel that they are not able to reach out to them, or maybe there is no response coming from that side. Wherever they go, they are just looking for how to get a sign. And this also happens when at one point the signs and synchronicities were too easily available. Like wherever you would go, you would see a sign. Wherever you would go, you would see synchronicity. In one day, you would get multiple signs, and suddenly a phase comes or a time comes when you don't see anything. You're looking for answers, but you don't see much. So what is the reason behind it? That's number one. Number two, this no contact is also coming in connection with people, with someone in the physical reality with whom you have not been able to talk to, and with whom you feel like there is something confusion plus misunderstanding that has led to it. And second point that I'm being given is in the same regard, is that you are not confused about why they are not contacting you. See, there are certain characteristic traits that are coming out to be very strong about whosoever I'm channeling. Number one, you are a spiritual person. You are not so impressed by the things that 3D world offers. 3D reality, by 3D you're not very impressed. And you're also not very attached with 3D. Like whatever other people do in 3D, you probably didn't do it. It could be possible that when you were young, or when you considered yourself to be young, you didn't do a lot of things. And now that you feel that everybody's talking about your age, or everybody's talking about where your life is headed. Now the person whose contact you are seeking could be very strong in the 3D reality. They could be having lots of materialistic things, lot of materialistic achievements. It could be earned by them, by some of them, and it could be given to them in legacy, or just passed down to them. So you both have one cord which is very strongly connected with each other, but you are a spiritual person and that person is a 3D person. Their worries are of 3D, your worries are of 5D. You are more worried about how am I going to achieve that goal or this goal, which is more about your ascension, your inner work. But somehow, even they have that thinking on certain days. Even they are kind-hearted. I can sense this person is kind-hearted. They're also loving. They maybe at one time liked you a lot. But certain episodes took place between you and that person where they could sense that there's a big difference. And just the way you have been feeling pain or confusion or misunderstanding, they have also felt the same way, or they do feel the same way. Like they are confused when it comes to you. They never have an answer. They never know what to think of or what to assume or what to say, because as much as they try to run away from you, they avoid you, they also equally think about you and stalk you. Now, I don't want to say this so that you attach to that emotion and stop doing inner work, but I know some of you are intelligent enough to understand this channeling, as to where this channeling is headed to. This person might have also tried to replace you. They might have gotten along with someone or found someone who maybe looked a lot like you, but obviously that person is not you. They can be in appearance like you a little bit or in some talks, but completely it cannot be you. So they feel bad about that. They feel empty about that also. But the only big reason that I can see where they are not able to connect with you that strongly again, number one is obviously the pain of the past. So they would be, the card that I'm being given is the Devil. See, this is the card that has been shown to me. So they fear that they will be feeling this kind of bondage or this kind of emotion where it is a misunderstanding. Even this card, because it has come under misunderstanding, when I was talking about misunderstanding, this is how they misunderstand this connection. They feel that this connection is not good for them. It's not a correct connection, or it's not a very godly connection. This is what they felt. Or they already had addictions, but some of the addictions got intensified after they met you, because they were also trying a lot to go away from the 3D programming. Now they have chosen 3D for some time. They feel that maybe 3D is their safe place, 3D is their safe haven, while you have chosen 5D because you feel that 5D is your safe haven, because you feel loved and you feel like, okay, you can be yourself. In 3D you were having a problem, and in 5D they were having problem. So a balance has to be created. They have to shift a little bit towards 4D, and you also have to shift a little bit towards the center, towards the materialistic reality. Because in entirety, materialism is also not bad, because materialism provides resources. Materialism helps you to build things for other people, and it is also connected to your mind. If you are mentally very strong and capable, it is much easier for you to create resources. So you also have to learn a lot of things from them, and they have to learn a lot of things from you. That is why God is putting you into that phase of no contact or evident visible separation, so that both of you have enough time to think about one another's plus points, positive things, positive gifts, as well as your own flaws, fears. What is the thread between you both? The thread between you both is the good times that you spend with each other, because they were a different person when they were around you, and you were also slightly different. You were taking a lot of risks when you were around this person. You were doing a lot of things that you would not have done in your life before, but you were doing those things with this person. You both had a very good understanding. You had a very beautiful bond at one time. And I'm being shown that this was not a 6 months, 7 months, or a 1 year relationship. It was a long spanned relationship. But definitely this person came into your life so that you could become an improved version of yourself. And you have also gone into their life so that you could do the same. Because you both had a contract of that nature where you were both there to help uplift each other. And maybe in past few years you have also grown a lot. Your growth is also visible to you, and they may have also grown in their own departments or in their own areas. Now, what is the issue with this whole feeling right now is the confusion. And I'm telling you, this is where the other connections also come through, where some of you people who are doing inner work, whosoever you are, you sometimes feel disconnected with the higher beings or the higher realms, or you feel like, you keep getting stuck in the 3D, in the Maya. Some of you don't want to go back to the 3D Maya, or you don't want to be trapped in those illusions and delusions that keep pulling you down. But you strongly also feel that there is a reason behind it, that you keep falling into it, but you're also very much done with it. So you must have been asking questions to your spirit guides or your masters, and sometimes you feel like they don't answer you back, or they are not sometimes there are days where you feel that they are not with you, and that is absolutely a negative feeling that you have because of whatever xyz reasons. It could be bad food, it could be bad company, or it could be certain triggering elements that have popped up a lot in the last few days, and something must have led to it, like maybe a financial setback led to it, maybe a life event led to it, a circumstance that you were not able to control led to it, and maybe some of your own bad habits, addiction patterns led to it, like maybe you fell sick and you were just totally not able to do anything. These are just things that are coming to my mind. And maybe your masters are also trying to tell you that take some rest and relax. Don't try to blame yourself so much. It is the same actually in no contact situation. People end up blaming themselves a lot. They feel that, oh, I made a mistake, and they're very much stuck in what's going to happen in future, or whatever has happened in the past. They are very much stuck with that. They are questioning themselves again and again. So what masters are trying to tell you is just calm down, take a deep breath and relax. In the here and the now, everything is fine. Nothing is happening. Okay? Everything is in your mind. Even the relationship, most of your relationships with other people are usually mental in nature, and then you see a physical manifestation of it. So it could be very much possible that in all cases a singular answer has been given to me. This word, approach. Okay. So now this word has multiple meanings and multiple ways to approach it. Number one is that you could be thinking that someone is not approaching you, or in some cases you are not able to approach that person. So you need to understand what is the root cause, the underlying feeling. Why do you want to be approached, or why do you want to approach someone? What is the validation you seek from these two aspects? So if you get clarity, if you sit down with yourself, with your journal, and this is the guidance also I'm getting, that if you sit down with your journal, or if you sit down with your thoughts, you will reach to that actual underlying feeling, why you want this to happen. Why is it troubling you so much? Because there has to be some insecurity attached with it. There is a trigger, there is an insecurity. Somebody or something is creating a fear in your mind that if they don't approach you, or if you don't approach them, something bad will happen. And the same thing happens for those people who are trying to communicate with their masters or source, or they've had a beautiful bond with their masters. Because of some situation, they feel that it's not the same anymore. Why has it gone bad? Why is the connection with God not working out for you? Or why do you feel unloved? Why do you feel unworthy? Why do you feel like they've forgotten you, they have ignored you? Because what you feel in the physical reality has also got connection with what you feel in your mental world or in your emotional world. Okay? So when we feel unloved or unworthy, many a times it reflects in some or the relationship, some or the other relationship that we see from the two eyes. From the singular eye, we probably are connected to our intuition, our guides, and then it flows down everywhere. Maybe last 2-3 years you were enjoying a lot, because this is a specific channeling that has come to me. So not only you have to stop worrying about how other people approach you or how you are going to approach them, you need to also think about what should be the right approach to deal with this situation. And in my opinion, the other word that I was given was observe. Observe is not waiting, my dear friends, is not leaving everything and just waiting for something or someone to happen. Observe and do nothing. It's been given to me here via auto writing. Observe and do nothing. Because when you observe and do nothing, you will find out what the truth is. What is the reality of all of these things. This is Maya, this is illusion, this is your past, and this is what either you're going to become or either you are on the way. And for some of you, maybe by the end of the channeling only, you will feel this strength inside of you. You are loved for infinity. You are in peace. You have your companion, your friends. You are in the lap of mother, because nature is mother. You are also a nurturer. And look at this beautiful card. What a perfect timing for this card. You see, from this to this, it's completely opposite. Here the heart space is completely blocked, and in this card you can see not only the confidence is very strong, but also there is so much love. The heart space is opened up, the green mountains, the green fluorescent green color, the beautiful white color, even the lion, the color of lion is kind of crimson orange. It's the sacral color, dark sacral color. So you have a combination of everything over here. White, yellow, and this orangish color. It speaks a lot. Just by looking at this card, some people can derive strength. And you can be stronger than you were before. The last and most important point that has been given to me for some people who want to know more about this channeling, this message, this person may also not be contacting you or may not be approaching you, or you also in your heart deep down you don't want to get approached by them as such, or you're not in that zone, but you're just questioning, why do I keep going back to it? Why do I keep going and coming back from that space? Is because the energetic match or the frequency has changed. They need to level up, or you need to level down. Now, no one wants to level down, right? If you've gone up, why would you level down? So definitely they need to level up without any superiority complex. With complete humility, I would like to say that energetic pattern or frequency has changed. So basically, due to Kundalini rising, your Kundalini has risen up, due to which Mother Kundalini actually heals your DNA. Okay, whatever problems are there in your DNA, Mother Kundalini will heal it, and she will heal it in such a way that your frequency, your vibration, everything will change. No matter how unhealthy you've been, no matter what has happened, you will get up and you will become a completely different person. And so for this person, maybe that has not yet happened. It needs some more time. They need to work on themselves, or they need to reach to that point where they actually say to God that please change me, please change me. Like I have realized many a times in my own personal journey, this is an example. It has happened where I was doing some kind of inner work and I was healing my pain, healing my wounds, and I actually ended up saying that God, either you change me or you take me away, And I realized that after 2-3 days, I was a completely changed person. See, because we all die and we all live every day. When we go into our sleep, we go via our umbilical cord, the astral cord, we go to the astral world. A lot of you people might be aware of the silver cord. The silver cord is connected to your navel, to your gut, and it is responsible for bringing us back into our body after every night. Every night we sleep and we go out. Okay, we travel to different dimensions, we meet our masters, we meet our friends, we meet all those people who have crossed over, and we come back with a sense of relief. And sometimes when we wake up in the morning, we feel like dazed for a while, like we have to understand, like, who are we, where are we, it takes 5 minutes or sometimes 2-3 minutes for us to become fully conscious and aware that we are back in the body. Although silver cord is a metaphysical concept, you cannot see the silver cord as such, but it surely exists because lots of indigenous metaphysical content-based studies talk about it. It's also known as Sutrama in India. It is the life thread of the Antakarna. This is basically a thread that connects the soul to the physical body. So as I have told you earlier also that we have different types of bodies. We have the astral body, we have the mental body, we have the etheric body. So there is a connection that we have with all of these energetic forms of our body, our energetic body. So in the modern world, people called it the silver cord, which connects your physical body with its astral body. People who do a lot of inner work, people who have mastered in inner work, or they have started excelling in inner work, they've gotten extremely detached. A lot of you people also have dreams. Sometimes when you come back from the dreams, you're like, how did this happen in the dream? Like, I could not have done it in physical reality. So sometimes you have different types of dreams. Some of the dreams trouble you, some of the dreams make you happy, and some of the dreams you remember it in the morning but you forget after that. Like, you have to actually think a lot. I don't remember the dream, but it was so intense, So you're doing a lot of work in dreams, and in the ancient India, or you can read up all the Puranas and all the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata, a lot of people have been shown to travel into astral world and astral bodies via their physical body. So these concepts are extremely real if you get into it. But these things, they are the things which connect or disconnect people from the materialistic 3D reality, especially in today's world. There was a time when these concepts, these things are very real, and even today when we have these words in English language also, which is a very new language, we have the words silver cord, astral projection, soul, etheric body. Someone must have given these words, someone must have done that type of research. So for the person who's stuck in 3D, they also need to step up, because clearly it has been shown to me that your Kundalini has risen up and your DNA has healed, but they also need to rise up to your level. So you have to be relaxed. You have to actually send out a lot of love to these people. You have to pray for their healing. You have to pray for their growth and progress, because we cannot take the temporary illusions of this planet to be a permanent thing. We cannot do that, right? So this is where I'm going to close this beautiful channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. For personal situations, personal readings, and for therapy sessions, you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. After going through the description box below, all the details of the fees and of the therapies is given over there. Kindly do not share your twin flame journey or your starseed ascension journey in advance with me, because we are going to be using spiritual tools and modalities with the help and grace of my masters. All credit goes to them. And I must say this, while I'm saying these words to you, I also feel many a times there are days when you can get low, or there are moments where you can get low. Getting low or feeling low is not a problem, but remaining low for too long is a problem, and we need to find a solution for that. Alright, so one love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.